Leicestershire County Council has launched a scheme for the 7 Saturdays between the 19th of October and the 30th of November, where you can travel for free on any service that starts or ends in the county of Leicestershire. So we're going to try that today, and my hope is that we can get all the way to Nottingham just by buying one £2 flat fare ticket. The reason is we're going out for a day out in Nottingham with Hannah, and I thought, well, instead of taking the car, let's travel on public transport, take advantage of both the free super fare Saturday deal that Leicestershire Council have got on, along with the national £2 flat fare fee. So hopefully we should be able to get there costing us just £2 each, which is a lot cheaper than obviously the petrol and the car park, but hopefully see some sites that we wouldn't normally see, travel on some buses that potentially I've never been on, and we'll see how we go. So yeah, come with me, hopefully it'll be a nice little trip, and we'll see you on the bus. There's a man getting off anyway. We signalled the driver as he drove past, and thankfully he stopped for us. Let's see whether this journey is going to be free. Is it free today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely. 2 to town, please. Thank you. Okay, so not the best start. We've had to run for the bus, and instead of getting one of Leicester's sparkly new green electric buses, which you will have just seen disappearing up the road, we've had to settle for a 2009 Wright Pulsar 2 single decker. This is a 15-year-old bus which is running on the 49 route today. This route started in the village of Fleckney just south of Wigston and will continue on into Leicester's Haymarket bus station. Unfortunately, we soon find out that the USB sockets haven't actually been turned on this bus, which is frustrating as Hannah really needed to charge her phone. However, the seats are comfortable enough and this journey will only be approximately 25 minutes. Route into Leicester City is straight enough, running along the old A50 up until we hit the inner ring road. We have to loop around the 2 university campuses and their respective student digs, the Tigers rugby ground and also the Royal Hospital. Once we're actually in the city centre, we start to wind through the pedestrian zones before passing the site of the old Lewis's department store with its iconic tower, followed by the 70s carbuncle that is the Haymarket shopping centre and Primark, and then finally into the newly rebuilt Haymarket bus station. Rows and rows of green buses alert us to Leicester's recent splurge on spending for electric. Leicester does have a bit of an odd arrangement when it comes to bus stations. We've got the Haymarket here and St Margaret's, which both share local bus duties. St Margaret's also handles the more longer distance routes and National Express and Flixbus services. The walk between the two bus stations is only about 5 minutes since the demolition of the old ABC Savoy cinema. That was probably around about 10 years ago now, and it opened this link road. For such a prominent walk between two key transport hubs, it's a little underwhelming, but I do really like the murals on the wall. It does feel like the area is begging for something better. Looking into this, it does appear that there have been plans over the years, but nothing yet has come to fruition, and therefore we're siphoned between rough looking clubs and other various car parks and industrial units between the two bus stations. However, once we're through the link road, we're into the new bus station of St Margaret's. Both St Margaret's and Haymarkets have both recently been rebuilt, so at least the experience of boarding a bus in the city is so much better now than in previous years. So we've just taken the 49 from Wigston to Leicester, walked over to St Margaret's bus station where we are now.
And it's really nice.
And it is really nice, although the floor is dirty. Previous bus didn't have, well, it did have USB, but we tried to charge the phone and USB wasn't working, which was a bit rubbish. And we're waiting now for the 127?
Yeah, 127
to Loughborough. The 127 service today is operated by a 2015 ADL Enviro 400 double-decker. This bus is equipped with leather effect seats and USB power, and is free for our 12 miles or 50-minute trip today. What a bargain! Thank you. After leaving Leicester city centre, the 127 starts by heading up the A607 to the Golden Mile. This is the name given to Belgrave Road, known for its Indian restaurants, sari shops and jewellers. It's particularly busy today, with it being right in the middle of the Diwali celebrations, and only the day before this area was the site of the annual Diwali festival, which is often considered the largest outside of India, and something as Leicesterites are very proud of. Once we're past the Golden Mile, we'll head towards the A6, which is the natural route to Loughborough. We'll join it at the outer ring road and we'll follow its historical route all the way through to Loughborough today. This route also runs parallel to the Great Central Railway, one of Leicester's best attractions. Well, if you're a transport nerd, that is. bus today isn't going to use the A6 bypass, but instead stays true to the old A6, serving all of the villages on the way. First, we're going to pass by the new Broadnook development. This is an ambitious garden village project aiming at creating a sustainable and vibrant community with a quaint countryside feel and open green spaces. Our next stop today is Rothley, a village with a long history, apparently originally the home of the Knights Templar. Now it's a collection of beautiful churches and traditional pubs. Sadly, we won't have time for a quick pint on our journey today. Continuing our journey, we reach Mountsorrel, a village renowned for its granite quarries. The Mountsorrel Railway once transported granite all over the country, playing a crucial role in construction projects. It's still around today, and we do run under a bridge that used to be part of the railway, but now serves a conveyor belt system from Mountsorrel Quarry to the nearby Midland Main Line in Barrow-upon-Soar. And Quorn is the last village on this route. Historically, it's the home of the Quorn hunt, one of England's oldest fox hunting packs. But obviously that's all gone now, and it's been replaced with traditional pubs. It isn't, however, the home of Quorn vegetarian food. And as we arrive into Loughborough, a market town well known for its educational establishments, we run along the road by the grammar and prep schools, but it's probably the university which excels in sport which it's probably better known for. The bus deposits us just near the town's busy marketplace, and we get a chance to have a quick look around before our next bus. In Loughborough. We've just been on the 127 Arriva service to Loughborough. It had USB this time, so you were able to charge your phone, weren't you?
Yes, I was, but there was also a plug socket
there
nearby,
was a plug
next to
socket.
where my leg was, so that was good. But
That was good.
you don't always carry plugs around with you now.
It went through all the little villages like Quorn, Mountsorrel, Rothley, so it was really bumpy because there was tons of roadworks and it took forever. Especially coming up through Leicester from the Golden Mile with all the Diwali celebrations. But we're now going to get the 9 through to Nottingham. This is the bus we're going to actually have to pay for. Boo! But £2 to get all the way from here in Loughborough to Nottingham. Our initial plan is to take the Kinch bus number 9 from here in Loughborough up to Nottingham. And approaching us, we see a Trent Barton Mango branded bus. Kinch and Trent Barton are both part of Welgley Group, and it appears recently that buses between the two companies appear to be interchanged as needed. Therefore, even though the display is not working, this is probably the bus we want. The driver of the number 9, however, was looking to take a rest break, and behind it was sat an NCT1 service. So just to spice things up, we decided to catch that instead. Little did we know that the driver of the number 1 also wanted to take a rest break. It appears Loughborough is the prime choice for where drivers want to nip toilet. But our chariot today is a Scania Omnidecker from 2011, which has free Wi-Fi, which is a novelty in this day and age, no USB charging, but similar to most NCT routes, it has audio and visual next stop announcements. Although as you'll see, that needs rebooting today before it'll work, and gives us a glimpse of the ancient tech that it's running. The XP login screen and little DOS script pop-up boxes really give me a nostalgic little kick. The number 1 route offers some lovely views as we power through the North Leicestershire countryside and head towards Robin Hood country. It's just a shame that the seats on this bus are really not suited to this route. NCT, or Nottingham City Transport, is the first non-Arriva bus that we've taken today. NCT operates a really comprehensive network of bus services within Nottingham and beyond into Nottinghamshire, and obviously here into Leicestershire. It's a publicly owned municipal bus company. It's actually the second largest in the UK after Lothian buses in Scotland. NCT boasts a modern fleet of buses, including electric buses. Unfortunately, we don't have one of those today. The first village that we're going to come to today is East Leek, known primarily as the head office of British Gypsum. Despite these works, the village itself is a weird mix of quaint countryside and oddly out-of-place suburban shops and services. As I said earlier, the seats on this bus are possibly the least comfortable of the journey today, but as someone who loves really bad jokes, I'm really enjoying the daft puns that adorn the advertising panels. We pass through Gotham, not of Batman fame, but of Knights of the Round Table fame. A traffic cone which has found its way onto a bus stop roof shows us that we're getting near to Nottingham and Trent University. We pass by the Victoria Embankment and onto the Trent Bridge, after which the bus suddenly pulls over and the driver announces that we're doing a bus swap. Not sure if this is a usual turn of events on NCT, but it appears that a bus swap is where we disembark the bus and proceed to jump on the one in front of us that is already half full. As we're only minutes away from the city centre, it's a bit of an odd thing to do, but I'm sure there's a reason behind it, such as turning the bus back or making up lost time. This new bus has a lovely green hue on the bottom deck and much comfier seats than the last one. Still no USB though, and the cameras on the next stop displays don't seem to be working on this bus. just like that, we've arrived at Nottingham train station, paying just £2 and riding on 3 buses. Granted, it took us 3.5 hours to do a journey that would normally take 50 minutes in the car, but you can't really complain about the value of money for this trip. But after our day out in the city, we're going to do something a little different for the way back. A quick search on TrainPal, not sponsored, honest. I bagged 2 seats on the National Express back to St Margaret's in Leicester for £6 each. This journey will take us just 55 minutes, cancelling out 2 of the return buses. National Express leaves from Bay 10 and 11 in the swanky new Broadnook bus station. The last time I was here, it was a dark and dingy Helmouth, but now, apart from the drunk woman trying to start fights, it all seemed pretty pleasant. Bays 10 and 11 are rather bizarrely just around the corner from Bay 1 and not anywhere near Bay 9.
10 and 11.
The journey back on the National Express was a chalk and cheese affair. Whilst it was 3 times as expensive, it was 3 times quicker. It was incredibly comfy with reclining chairs, air conditioning and a much smoother ride directly down the M1 motorway. However, I wouldn't say that the journey there was bad. We got to ride on 4 buses for the grand total of £2, and we took a meandering route across the countryside with some lovely views, and overall we had a lovely day, but actually getting back we wanted to do it a little bit quicker. After a quick walk back to Haymarket bus station, it sounded like we were in a war zone, but turned out to just be a loud fireworks show at Abbey Park. Of course, I'd forgot it was Guy Fawkes week. The bus back out of Leicester City to Wigston was the circular 4748 route, which is a frequent bus service that serves all of the various Wigston estates before looping back to the city. We're on the 47 this time, but sadly, again not an electric green bus and no niceties like USB for the last 25 minutes of our journey. But it was again a free bus. That's the 3rd one we've caught today where we've paid absolutely nothing. So thank you for coming along with us today. If you'd be so kind to like and subscribe, then it would be amazing. It really means a lot and helps to build the channel, allow me to go on more weird bus journeys. I'd love to be able to get to 1,000 subscribers. So click the buttons, and if you can, share it. And if you really want to, comment below. That would be awesome. And I'd try and respond to every single comment. Why not tell me about a journey that you think I should make? Or even better, tell me about a journey you're going to make. And then if you've made a video, link it in the comments below. I'm a little bit obsessed with bus journey videos at the minute, so it'll give me something else to watch. Just as a reminder, you've got the £2 capped bus fare until the end of this year before it jumps up to £3. And then if you're thinking of travelling in Leicestershire, you've got a couple more weekends to take advantage of this amazing free Saturday travel offer. But until next time, try and get yourself out there and take advantage. And I'll see you soon.